Well, hello gang, and welcome back once again to our series in Interloper. It's been a fair bit. When we last left off, I had done a very stupid decision. We had actually made it all the way up to the rope we needed to climb. And I didn't realize I was being dumb at the time and didn't realize it was the rope we needed. And so, well, came all the way back down to Deer Clearing, where I spent the last, 3 days getting rid of that hypothermia, and surviving. We killed a deer and ate him. I've got his hide on me. I left his guts behind. And a little bit of fuel. Nicely enough, the cave was warm enough for us. We never dropped below 32 in the cave. And when we did, the bedroll's got a plus, 7 or 8 or whatever. Warmth bonus to it. We just freshly harvested those saplings, went inside, warmed up, and now we're heading on our way back up to the top of the mountain. And it's brutally cold as we're doing this. Obviously, things we're still missing and desperately need a second undershirt layer, a second pair of deerskin pants, and a wolfskin coat. All of those are items we desperately need to progress here, and being able to stay outdoors. At one point, this slope used to be climbable. I think I tried it last time, and I think it didn't work. It's alright, we'll give it another whirl. Pretty sure, yeah, that's not happening. Yeah, that's not happening. Unless I want to risk getting sprains, and I really don't. We'll just go the normal way up and around. Now that we've recuperated. We haven't quite gotten full condition back because it is Interloper and condition recovers so slowly. It is a nice-ish day. We haven't had a blizzard yet, which means we're due for one soon. Grab a stick, but it probably means we're going to go over weight capacity. I brought 30 some odd sticks plus our 6 coal. In case we need a fire, we're leaving the storm lantern in the cave, which will drop even more weight. I'd love to grab all these nice meds as well, but quite frankly, at the moment, we're not in dire need of them. Of course, we kicked cabin fever while being in the cave, which is nice. Very nice indeed. Gotta head up and around, past the wolves. Isn't that technically? Yeah, this is where we're going. Gotta get over to the rope climb to get up to secluded shelf, to the cave, and from around the cave there's one more rope climb once we come out the other side. But it's a decent little bit of a journey around. Obviously, we are burning condition once again, being cold and contributing to hypothermia risk, which we are going to be far more vigilant in monitoring because we don't want to waste. We're to day 50 now. My goal is to summit by day 50, and that would have been the case if we had instead blown our stim here and gone up. But we didn't. Because I wasn't playing smart. I don't know why. Just wasn't. But we're here now. We have nearly a full kit of stamina to burn through. So we're just going to go straight for it. The only thing we're burning right now is cold, and that's a given considering it's Timberwolf Mountain. Ah, secluded shelf. If only I could have gotten to you first. But I played stupidly. There used to be a nice little glitch where you could get up here without the rope, but it's been patched out many updates ago. No longer a viable strategy. Not something you should actively consider pursuing. Now the question is, do we want to attempt a night climb, which is bad juju as far as I understand it to be, and boost to the top that way? It's not a bad plan. Just rest a little bit in here. And then weather provided, jump around. We only have 0.3 of a gallon, so this sucker is not going to last long. Just enough to get us through the cave. We're going to snag up every piece of coal. We are going to need it at the top. We'll be leaving the storm lantern behind, so that will make way. Whatever coal we can't carry, we'll leave behind in the cave as well for any potential future journeys through this cave, although I doubt we will ever need them. Trying to remember this cave. I think it's just straight on through. The best shot. As our flame slowly flickers towards its inevitable death. And for firewood, considering I've burned through everything, we'll definitely snag that up. And the only question is getting it back up to the top. And yes, I turned the lantern off just to save that tiny bit of fuel. It's a dead end? No way. Alright. I very clearly do not remember my way through this cave. It's been a long time. It's been a very long time, at least like a year I think, since I've made a successful cave jaunt up Timberwolf Mountain. All my rest of my runs since have been using rope placements to get back up to the top. Shortcut placements. Just about out of fuel. It'll get us to the end, but that's it. A storm lantern will have served us valiantly. Nary a wasted match. I suppose I could always attempt to make it through in the dark of night, where it's actually at least somewhat visible in here. I digress. And our lantern is about to kick the bucket. But I believe we're far enough up that if I need to, I can use bedroll placement, or we're just about to the end anyway. I believe it's just around this corner. Nothing back here but a single solitary lump of coal. Poor little storm lantern does not have a refuel. Ah, here we are. Might as well conserve that tiny flicker. Not like it's gonna be doing us any good because we're just dumping the lantern back in here. So now we're gonna sort weight. Coal is probably the best item to take with, even considering its half-hour charge requirement. We have to have the fire going for a half hour first. Alright. You are no longer of much use to me. We are well overweight. We're overweight here. 12 pieces of coal. I consider weight. Hold on. Let us hang on to that cedar. Can drop down to 25 sticks. Not enough. Not in the least. Alright, drop the fur. That gets us in there. Barely. Alright. Nom down the last of our steak. Drink to our good health. Check our weight. Make sure we can't carry anything more. Ooh. Love to grab one of those furs, but now it has gotten stuck. There we go. Barely over capacity. Could drop one book. Yeah. Gets us there. Alright. Anywhere in here I can manage to plop you. We're gonna sleep for 2 hours. And we'll check the weather. This next segment is the difficult segment. As we have to dodge... No, it's not. So apparently we're acting like we're either overburdened or we're crouched. I was about to scream, why? Alright, so there should be, yes, there's that rope climb there. And it does have its rope. Wait a minute. Oh, it's the climb down beneath it that we can place the rope at. Now, oh, it's frigid. -2 already. There's a cave up here, I believe, that occasionally has a rope spawn. Are we willing to burn the condition? I think we are. Check. We have enough in the tank. I don't think the cave's up here, though, is it? No. Is there even anything up here worth looking at? No, it's just around. Alright, wasting my time. I don't really want to use sprint too much because it's going to burn our climb. Hello, rabbit. We're fully loaded with enough fuel to make it one full night of fire burn. We have a lot of fuel. Plus, there will be even more up there. So I'm not worried about staying warm, but it will be a mass amount of resources expended just to do this. There is a rope. I would almost consider... Oh, there he is. Begs the question of... Are we ever going to need to come back up here? Would it behoove us to make it easier? I don't know. I mean, I have it obviously like an incredibly full backpack, but I'm okay with mountain goating down the face of the mountain with... Because there's not that much in Interloper. You don't have as many items. We do have to make a second trip? That's the question. Will we need to? Will we want to? Not something I've honestly considered. The fuel is taking up the majority of our stocks right now, though. Alright, so see what you can do here is you could drop a rope here, which we could do while we're here. And that saves us... Doesn't really save us anything, though, actually. Because this just goes down to secluded shelf. The one we need is off that rope climb there. Pop down onto Eric's Falls area. Can we even pick up one stick? No, I didn't think so. Alright, up we go. We have more than enough stamina and fatigue to pull this off. The only thing we're burning is condition. We're not even anywhere near hypothermia. In fact, I think, honestly, let's see. How long does it take to get hypothermia of being cold? 3 hours, I think, right? 2.5? Now, if you didn't get hypothermia at all, time to death is 5 hours from full condition. We're not near full at all. Alright, let's just take a sip of water, and we might actually be able to pick up 1 or 2 of these sticks after this water. Only 1. Alright, finish the climb. This is a very intensive climb. All of Timberwolf Mountain's intensive. At least for summiting, if that's your plan. General navigation in the lower levels is fine if you're not hell-bent on a summit run. We were hell-bent on a summit run. Now, if we could have been willing to shed or had the backpack space for that extra 11 pounds, what we could have done is juiced around with that rope. We wanted to, but we don't. There's just no good option, so essentially our only option is to just do the climb, get everything down in one go. Now we're no longer worried about weight. Sticks are okay to grab. We will not be taking the ropes back down. We will be descending the north. Is that the north? I don't think that's the north. We'll just be descending the front face of the mountain to make our exit. could spend all day out here rummaging around and losing condition and gaining hypothermia, or we can just sit the one carcass on the way in and then actually just get inside and say, have at ye. I'm all for getting inside. A, it's warmer. I still think we're gonna need a fire, even on Interloper. Raw temperature increase is not that high. +5. No. Not get anywhere. So this crate doesn't exist here. Oh, look at all the reclaimed. Ability to burn a nice fire. What condition? 100 full %. Alright, we've got our stim back. Making sure there's nothing else particularly hidden laying about that we'd want to get. We'll grab our flare pistol and its flare shells. We'll get that body later. All of the shells are here. Nice. Alright, fire time. We've got to burn a fire just to get us going. Don't need tinder at this point. We don't have a accelerant. Maglins doesn't work. That's right. Use a flare. Use a torch. Should be able to get this fire started right off and be able to use this torch a third time later on down the road, hopefully.
Come on.
This fire, we only have to wait a half hour for it to get warm. Only 10% more condition down the drain. It's acceptable. Not preferred. Oh wait, no we don't. We can get that on there. Don't have to worry about wind taking this sucker down.